Welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/RussellGamer and ZFXFame. I'm Billy Boudreaux, and I'm coming at you with my Super Smackdown review for the week of July 3rd/6th. The reason I say that because it played on both Tuesday and Friday of this week, so I'm going to go ahead and say it like that. But anyway, it's still a Super Smackdown review. So let's go ahead and get this review started. We opened up the show with Alberto Del Rio coming out, cutting a promo, saying about how everybody's illegal. If I remember correctly, they were near Texas and around the Mexican border, I think. And he's wanting to look at all the fans' papers, make sure that they were legal. Thanks, Sheamus comes out and they start brawling, and it ends up with Alberto Del Rio kicking Sheamus behind the head and putting him up. I think it was a Rolls Royce car that he had under the hood, and just banging his head, and Sheamus was cut open. Very interesting way. I thought they would probably need to do something really good for the build to their match up at Money in the Bank, and I gotta say they really accomplished it with this segment. I mean, that's putting a lot of heat. And a lot of heat into this feud, into the rivalry, making it more than just about the World Heavyweight Championship, kind of making it personal. And I believe with this attack, they kind of made it personal for Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio. So I think that was a really good job for that opening for SmackDown. I'm going to go 4 out of 5 on that. Next up, our opening match is the mixed tag match. It was the Great Khali and Layla taking on Antonio Cesaro and Oksana. This matchup was made by Teddy Long last week on SmackDown, when we got the notice that Teddy Long was going to be the new interim general manager for the week. And let's just say it kind of went the way I thought it was going to go. Layla ends up getting the pin over Oksana, getting the win for the team, and next thing you know, we see Great Khali and Layla dancing. Side note on that, I would love to see Layla dancing. Great Khali, not so much. Not so much. Because that would cause horrid nightmares for yours truly to see Great Khali dancing like that. Layla, it would be a dream come true. Great Khali, be my worst nightmare. No offense to the Great Khali. Got a lot of respect for him. He's becoming over really well as a face. He's getting over with the fans really well with his new gimmick. And but him dancing, ugh. Like I said, I'd rather see Layla dancing than Great Khali. 3 out of 5 on the matchup in itself. We only got a 2.5, but just for the fact we got to see Layla dancing. Next thing you know, we have Cody Rhodes in this matchup. Cody Rhodes went to Teddy Long and said that the board of directors giving him a second chance to get into the Money in the Bank, giving him another Money in the Bank qualifier. But Teddy Long got the opportunity to pick whose opponent was going to be, and he chose the Intercontinental Champion Christian. And wow, guys, how many times have I said it? When they put these two together, you get epic matches. You do. This is kind of like almost the same level, I would feel, of Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. You getting Christian and Cody Rhodes, and they had a wonderful match at No Way Out. They had a great match at the house show here at the Cajun Dome here in Lafayette, Louisiana, and they did not disappoint on this Money in the Bank qualifier match between these two. I mean, you got two well-established names who know what they're doing in the WWE, like Cody Rhodes and Christian, and they know how to deliver on a great match. They had Cody Rhodes go over on it, so Cody Rhodes is now in the Money in the Bank. And that leads me to another question, guys. I just want to sidetrack just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay? Now, if my math serves me correctly, in the World Heavyweight title Money in the Bank ladder match, we have about 6 guys in this match. So why does the Raw WWE Money in the Bank ladder match, WWE Championship Money in the Bank ladder match, why does it only have 4 guys? Now, albeit those guys are John Cena, Chris Jericho, Kane, and The Big Show, but why can't both Money in the Bank ladder matches have the same number of guys? I mean, bring The Miz in on it. I mean, Yeah, I know a lot of people are saying the Miz. Well, Miz is, if they want to stick to the stipulation of former WWE champions, yeah, Miz qualifies. Miz qualifies. As much as people hate to hear that, Miz qualifies for it. So Miz would qualify for it. I'm trying to think of, off the bat, off the top of my head, who else might qualify that's still on the roster that the WWE can use. It is really hard to say, but I would say Sheamus if he wasn't the World Heavyweight Champion. I would say Sheamus if he wasn't the World Heavyweight Champion, but we can't. But I'm pretty sure that there are some other guys that I can't think up off the top of my head right now who would qualify, who are a former WWE champion. But Miz would definitely qualify. Miz would definitely, if they want to bring Randy Orton in, I wouldn't mind having Randy Orton in the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match. If they want to bring him back and bring him in on it, because Randy Orton is a former WWE champion. So, that's just my little rant on it. I feel that both Money in the Bank ladder matches should have the same number of guys. And I don't know why WWE is going this route by having, only 4 guys in the Raw Money in the Bank and the SmackDown Money in the Bank having more people. That's just something I wanted to rant on a little bit on this review. But as far as Cody Rhodes and Christian goes in this matchup, as I get back to the review here, because I'm pretty sure I bored quite a few of you with my little rant on the Money in the Bank ladder matches, I'm going to go 4 out of 5. Very impressed. I thought it was a great match. Next up on this SmackDown, we had another Money in the Bank qualifier, Dolph Ziggler and Alex Riley. I feel really bad because Alex Riley is such an underrated talent, an underrated performer in the WWE. The man has got so much untapped potential. He almost falls into the same category as Dolph Ziggler. Almost falls into the same category as Dolph Ziggler, but I don't know. WWE just don't want to use him properly. They don't want to put him over. I wouldn't mind seeing Alex Riley in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I would not mind seeing it. But WWE wants to put more stock in Dolph Ziggler, which I don't think is a bad idea anyway. So they had Dolph Ziggler go over on Alex Riley. I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5 on the match. Then, now for those of you who remember on Monday Night Raw, we had the ending to Monday Night Raw. It was AJ planting a lip lock on CM Punk and pushing CM Punk and Daniel Bryan through a table. So we're trying to get down to the bottom of this, and in this following segment, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan were trying to convince AJ to get some help. AJ stops him. Then she plays the old game of tonsil hockey with Daniel Bryan, and while she was doing that, CM Punk leaves the ring. Then AJ runs out the ring, stops him, turns him around, and goes a second round. The old sloppy seconds with CM Punk, and both of them were just standing there, just awestruck, like, what in the world is she doing? All right, it's like Monday Night Raw. She pushes the both of them through a table. And now on SmackDown, she essentially has a 3-way with them in the middle of the ring. When I say 3-way, she made out with Daniel Bryan, then she made out with CM Punk. Don't get it. Get your minds out of the gutter, people. But I am very intrigued as to where this story is going to go next. I said it before and I say it again. I said it, I believe, on my previous SmackDown review. I'm very impressed with the character development of AJ and where she's going right now as a character, and she just makes it more and more interesting every week, because you just want to tune in and to see, not only is AJ hot, but what in the world is she going to do next? How is she going to top what she did the previous show? Previous show, she pushes him through a table. on SmackDown, she makes out with both of them. So how is Money in the Bank going to play out? That kind of has me wondering, what in the world are they going to do there? But anyway, 4.5 out of 5 on that one, just because we got to see AJ's hotness, and very intrigued as to where they're going to be going next. How are they gonna top this with AJ making out with both Daniel Bryan and CM Punk? Now, keep in mind, guys, this SmackDown took place before the 4th of July, July 3rd. That's why I said this is a SmackDown review for July 3rd/6. But next, we had a 6-man tag. It was Hanico, Camacho. Why in the world did they put Camacho back in the ring after I said the first time he was in there that he was utter crap? Utter crap. SmackDown WWE should heed what we, the fans, have to say about the wrestlers' in-ring performances. Maybe not just me. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who have to agree with me with the fact that Camacho is utter crap in the ring. He is better as the lackey of Hanico and running interference like that in that form, in that facet, not as an actual in-ring competitor. I saw what he did on his first in-ring match, in the tag match he had. It was him and Hanico. I can't remember who his opponents were, but he was utter garbage. He was horrible. And then they're going to use him again? I mean, come on. But anyway, it's Hanico, Camacho, and Drew McIntyre, another untapped talent, taking on Santino Marella, and he decides to bring in Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Ho! And Sergeant Slaughter, the master of the Cobra Clutch. Great to see those two guys back. I love seeing Hacksaw on TV again. Great to see the Legends back. And of course, they're going to have the Legends go over on the new guys. Santino Marella, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Sergeant Slaughter got the win, and they went over. Just to see them Legends again, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Next up, Ryback and Kurt Hawkins. Now, this is something I've been wanting to see for quite some time when it comes to the Ryback gimmick. Is Ryback going against more established jobbers? I know that's kind of an oxymoron in a sense, but Kurt Hawkins is an established name in the WWE. Even though he doesn't have the best win-loss record, he does have a better record than Steve Lombardi. No offense, Mr. Lombardi. But he does have a better record, and he is an established name in the WWE. So for once, we're not dealing with a no-name jobber, a local talent in the WWE, because they were feeding him guys that I would consider to be stick boys. So interesting to see how how they were going to play this out. Of course, Ryback got the win, but it was his first. I guess maybe WWE now feels that some of the guys are now ready. The wariness that they originally had for Ryback is starting to dissipate. A lot of the guys are starting to feel more comfortable apparently with the guy, and I want to see him get more actively involved in a storyline. We've seen him smash people left and right for the better part of 4 or 5 months, in a sense, and now it's just time. Now he's starting to climb it up. Because he's now going against more established jobbers in the WWE. Jobbers who are, have their name set in the WWE. Kurt Hawkins, everybody knows who Kurt Hawkins is. And no, he's not the relative of Cody Hawkins. Get that out of your head, people. But I want to see what he does next. I want to see who's the next jobber that goes against Ryback. Is it going to be JTG? Is it going to be Tyler Rex? Who knows who's going to be next? But I feel by him going against Kurt Hawkins and going against an established jobber in the WWE, that he's finally starting to climb it up, and possibly we're going to see him start to get more involved with the gimmick and see how they're going to play out the gimmick of Ryback. Maybe he's, I know what a lot of people have said about the Ryback gimmick in FCW. It's supposed to be half man, half machine, or something like that. But We really haven't seen that too much. We haven't really seen him cut a promo or anything like that. So I really want to see him, one, get more actively involved in a storyline for the Ryback gimmick, and two, have him cut a promo, and so we can see what kind of gimmick we can actually get. What kind of feel we can get off of the Ryback gimmick. I mean, we've seen a lot of his in-ring work, but I want to hear his mic work. I want to hear how he handles himself as the Ryback gimmick. As far as the squash match goes, I'm going to go, and I'm going to step it up because it's a more established name in the WWE that got squashed by Ryback. I'm going to go 3 out of 5. Then next up, we had the 20-man Battle Royal, or 19-man Battle Royal, as it were, because Sheamus was scheduled to be in that one, but he got taken out earlier in the night because of Alberto Del Rio's attack with the Rolls-Royce, if I could talk, hood. And the winner of this match would become the general manager of Smackdown for the next week. And long story short, it came down to Zack Ryder, and Zack Ryder wins. So Zack Ryder, woo woo woo, it, bro, is going to be the general manager of Friday Night Smackdown. So overall score for Friday Night Smackdown this week, I am going to go 4 out of 5. I thought it was a very interesting show. Great to see Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Sergeant Slaughter on TV again. I'm a big fan of the Legends since I grew up with them, and I've actually worked the show at Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Hello, people. There's a reason why Hacksaw does an intro for me on my YouTube channel. But it was great to see that again. I love the way they're building up with Roberto Del Rio and Sheamus. I thought it was really well done. I can't wait to see what they do next with these two guys. I mean, they had a phenomenal match at the Cajun Dome. I mean, I can only imagine what kind of match they're going to have come Money in the Bank one-on-one for the World Heavyweight title. Hoping they can top what they did at the Cajun Dome. But, in Zack Ryder becoming the general manager, winning the 20-man Battle Royal, that is going to be interesting to see how they play that out. So again, my official overall score for Friday Night Smackdown this week is a 4 out of 5. And what I'm going to know from you guys out there is, what are your thoughts on Friday Night Smackdown? Do you agree with my rating of 4 out of 5, or do you have a different score? And if you do, just what is your score? And please tell me why. Give me a short your review, a very short review of Friday Night Smackdown from your perspective, guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. And don't forget to please subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer and youtube.com/ZFXFame. So with that being said, I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux saying thank you very much for watching.